fucking odds.
Woo!
Hey.
Ancestral experience number 212 or 212, however you want to say that.
I like 212 better.
Faith testing. And, there's a million words you could use. That's just the one I picked, honestly. And did we jump right in?
I think you did.
Or do we talk about other stuff in the meantime?
You can talk about, we can talk about other stuff. Go ahead. So
it's difficult to, like,
live in this world.
It is. But let's say it like this, okay? Whenever you do, like, say you were to do the Buzz Show, just you, that's an entirely on you thing. Right. Do you know what I mean? Or like the repair thing that I do, that's entirely on me. When you bring somebody into it, anytime you bring somebody into something when you're working, must be cold over there.
It's definitely cold. I have sleeves too, man.
When you bring somebody into it is when it can get complicated. And there's multiple reasons that can happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, just anytime you bring somebody into anything you're doing, you can end up with, like, major problems. Because let's say you want to start a podcast, okay? Like this here, a talking form without the video aspect, just the audio aspect, or do the video. You and your friends, right?
Right.
That's great, but how long is that going to last? Especially maybe you're not serious about it, and one of your friends suggested it, and you just, like, jump on with it, like, oh, yeah. But you don't have the passion that your friend does, or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe you have the passion and they don't. In whenever it's a hobby, or say it's something that actually catches on. You know?
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know what I was going to get. Go ahead. Sorry, I lost it.
Yeah, it's if it's something that catches on, you find ways to monetize whatever it is that you're doing.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. I didn't even want to podcast at first.
No.
Like, at all. I didn't want to do it at all. Like, Todd was like, oh, will you fill in one episode? I was like, all right, man, I'll do one, like whatever. And then it was, it wasn't bad. So then we did two. And then we, but I don't know. I don't even know today that I want to be a podcaster, but I am. Like,
right. And aside from that, I mean, there's many reasons to do it, not just because your friends say so. You have a product, a business, something that you want to promote, like whatever your specialty is or whatever you do, whether it's printing shirts, repairing devices, you're big on tech, like you like all the latest technology and gadgets, you like checking that out, keeping up with that.
Right.
Running your mouth about sports teams, whatever,
music, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it may be. Whenever you do it a solo adventure, that's on you. You've got nobody to blame, but it's like, the more people you involve, the more problems you're going to run into, I think, is the thing. $50K a year salary.
Mine would be like 25 because I'd smoke the other 25 without giving it to him. I'd be such an asshole about it. I'd be fired on the first day.
I just got to take a moment and appreciate where our chat's gone.
You head to the gutter where we belong.
Not really. But anyhow, Snoop, we got a blunt roller here for you.
Yeah. Who's going to, I wonder, I can't.
Is that what he pays his dude to roll up?
He should. Probably.
Something like $50K a year?
Yeah. I'll pay like $10 a day.
$10 a day for a blunt roller?
Yeah, it's like one of them UNICEF deals or whatever.
Dude, anybody that seriously tunes in for content only has to hate this show.
I don't care.
It's like we do like a good episode.
Shit, that's what he pays. I'm sorry. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what he pays.
I'll bet you that dude can make like Spider-Man out of blunts, though. You know what I mean? I've seen that shit.
Who knows, man? That's
it's talent.
It takes talent to do stuff like that, I would say. I agree. I wouldn't know, so.
I mean, yeah. No, go ahead.
But no, I even forget. Oh yeah, where the chat was. That's just where who said that? Who was that? Oh, Philip. Yeah. Philip had that to say about the $50K for he could be Snoop's blunt roller.
50K a year.
That's
That's a damn good job.
is that a year?
Yeah.
That's got to be yearly
That's a
salary.
yearly salary. But dude, that's an awesome year.
That can't be much work.
Takes him everywhere, provides everything for him, and then pays him that also. Says he does not have the time to roll himself. I mean, he's a busy dude. I get it.
Honestly, if you could just freestyle rap like Snoop, would you want to spend time rolling?
No, dude, listen. Snoop is the coolest motherfucker that's ever existed on this planet Earth. Like, seriously, like, think of how he talks, think of how he walks, think of how he dresses. There is nobody cooler than that man. Like,
No.
it's
I
just
mean,
not.
before he was the thing on the scene, there was.
Yeah, but he overtook that. Nobody's ever going to take his throne, man. Nobody's ever going to be cooler than Snoop.
Possibly not.
He's like, shit, you know? Like gangsta shit.
And even if there was, he's still like, so what?
Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah,
Because he knows he's the coolest. That's me saying that.
Might I also add, do it all day, every day anyway. Yeah. Hey,
No.
that's up to you, man. All day, every day anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people choose that. Not this one. I just stick with the Marlboros, the ones that kill you.
I choose, I walk the Phillip line there.
But no, when you, especially doing this and especially doing YouTube, jumping back to the content for a few moments. When you're doing a video platform, there's much more data created as far as digitally, unless you do live streaming only, which mostly this show is live streaming. Your show, the Morning Buzz, that's not. That's a recorded,
Right.
edited through and uploaded later thing. The edited and uploaded later always takes so much work. And if you get busy with that to a point, you might bring on an editor, somebody to do this stuff, unless you, like in your case, you didn't start out doing it.
Right.
That's,
In this case, I still don't even know what I'm doing. So,
do any of us really?
no, I've learned that recently.
Right.
Right. Nobody really knows what we're doing. You're just going through whatever motions you're going through, and how it works out is how it works out. What's this morning buzz? I do a Saturday morning YouTube show. I interview bands, different people around the music scene, whatever. Just it's kind of how I got into my band now. It's kind of, I mean, I don't know. It's taken us places. I got a job at a record company through it. I mean, a lot of my screen printings through the podcast. Like,
yeah. The Morning Buzz with Jim, or morning.
It's the Morning Buzz with Jimmy on YouTube.
Yeah, you can easily find it, because if you see the guy on this show, you can definitely catch him on another show.
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
But yeah, and that's kind of your thing, you with getting that show is largely focused around the two main things that you're involved with. Or three, if you want to look at the creating a podcast, an episodic series, that, music, and silk screening.
Yeah.
And they kind of go, in your instance, they perfectly go hand in hand. Because and I hate to say it, the more work you do for the show, the chances are greater that you're going to create more work for the for the business aspect of it. The more people you talk, what's that saying? If you go up and ask 100 people, whatever, likely one of them's going to say yes. Yeah. Probably more than one, but go ask 100 people a question, you're going to get.
Yeah, dude, I can't even believe, look what we did. Like, we started a podcast and then we put a business off podcast. Not the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, man. We did it ass backwards.
So, like, someday, maybe after it's all over, and we do a show after the show, like, cancel one show, do another. When we get so far unrelated to the original shows that we've done, maybe we can tell the full unedited story of that, because it's like, it's a pretty amazing story with that show, how it started, but not here, not today. So if you want to find that story out, tune in at a later date on a different show with different people.
Right. And me.
That's the important factor. I'm requiring you to remember it, man. I won't by that time.
Jeez.
I just, back to the creating thing, and there's so many things that can fall in to co-creating something with somebody.
Yeah.
Especially if it makes the change from hobby to
Job
yeah,
or
to a job,
to a profitable,
a profitable. You have any type of business model.
right?
Whenever it's a hobby, that's where it can, I think, really wear and tear on friendships, and that's what I think you want to look at whenever if you're going to bring somebody on board to help you with a project you may have started. Do you start with a friend or do you start with somebody you don't know? Because I think most people are going to want to go with a friend, somebody they know, somebody they trust, that's not going to, do them dirty, do wrong. And I hate to say it, but man, steal from them or sabotage something, whether it be on purpose or just with lack of knowledge.
Yeah. Um, Honestly, man, out of everybody that I've worked with, like you are the only
I'm probably the worst one.
no, you're the only reputable fucking like that. Like you're the only one that comes through. Like,
I do what I do, man.
but like at the end of the day, you're not trying to steal from me. You're not trying to rip me off. You're not trying to, you're not trying to take anything
Hey,
from
what's
me,
that?
right? But like that's the truth, and like what I went through, even just recently with the printing thing, like. Look at, I mean,
Yeah.
in a sense, did he was that whole deal with the record company? Was it sabotage? And then, demanding half the money on everything? Like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
like I'm working 14 hours a day. You're working 3. Like that's not, but I'm in your bus shelter with an extension cord. So therefore, like, it's just, you know what I mean? And then they get a machine and now you're using their machine. Now you're in their building with their machine so they don't have to work because you owe them for that. And it's just like,
I have a really pertinent question, not involved to that, but related to that. Are there still bus shelters in 2022 around? Have you seen any lately?
and listen, I was wondering that after I said that remark, and I haven't seen any.
The little blue boxes
Right,
that we used to see everywhere?
Yeah, I don't think they are anymore, man.
So we just send the kids out to freeze.
Yeah, I don't know where you smoke cigarettes anymore or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't do it in the bus shelter, then what the fuck's the point?
Hey, okay, so we both thought we like minds think alike, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, we got some comments. Definitely a friend. I think that's where people tend to go for help with something.
Friends come in all shapes and sizes
They do.
and disguises.
They do that too.
Bus shelters in the UK. Yeah, you guys got it going on.
And we're clearly in the wrong country for
obviously
the bus shelters.
Yeah.
And a lot of other crap
Right.
stuff.
A lot. Because the homeless.
Yeah, we don't have a huge homeless population, but I don't want to say we're at a like zero homeless population around here.
No, we definitely have a couple.
Do they still have their camp along the tracks?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is that like a 365 camp? Like,
yeah, I believe so.
Damn.
Yeah, they got hunting, fishing,
hardcore there.
Yeah.
Shit, man. But no, the another reason that I think, and I don't think it would be any easier. I think if you had a friend on board helping you with something, it may be easier than having a stranger when you do take something from a hobby or a passion to a job, a monetized project. Because depending on how long you've been doing it with that friend or with the somebody that you met that was a stranger until you started working with them, you may have known the friend for years, where this person you've only worked with for 6 months, a year, a couple years, and you've known this other person 10, 15 years or better, or known of them and friends with them for how long. Probably easier to relate to and talk to a friend, have a serious conversation with. Because I know for me to have a serious conversation with you or have a serious conversation with somebody the first time I've ever met them when I delivered to them for my other job, I'll probably talk to you way easier than that person with like a,
oh yeah,
Well,
I mean, look how like our friendship even dude. Like we've worked together, we knew of each other, but we weren't. I wouldn't say we were friends.
No.
You know what I mean? And then whatever happened, it brought me out here, and I would say we grew as friends and colleagues at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Kind of both, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it may ultimately end up sinking the ship, being
But
detrimental to the cause, but who knows, you know?
yeah,
Yet to be determined.
yeah, we haven't sunk it yet, so
I know, right?
all
I just hope we
right.
don't run out of buckets that are
Yeah,
working.
Jesus,
Keep
good Lord.
bailing this shit out,
Yeah, holy God.
right?
So many buckets, so many days.
No, it's and then you got the reliability factor. You know, if some, you know, is your co-host, is your editor, are they going to be doing their thing? Are they going to show up? Are they going to have the video done on time? Or if somebody brought you on board, are you going to show up, be there, do what you need to do? You know, and it's if one piece of advice at least is if you have any project, if you're trying to do YouTube, a podcast, anything, and you're bringing somebody on, have a talk with them at the beginning, saying, you know, like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is kind of what I expect. What do you expect?
Right, almost like maybe a prenuptial agreement in a sense. Like,
Not
you know what
really.
I
Yeah, you
mean?
don't
But
have to make a contract. Some
no,
people
but you know what
do.
I'm saying. Just like maybe a verbal one, being like, listen, this is, you know what I mean?
Those are the contracts that are best because if if you come from a time when the world was still cool, which not saying it isn't, it is, but
No, it's not. Go ahead. I'll say it.
if you come from a years back time where a verbal agreement meant more than like an agreement on paper, you know,
Yeah.
that that says, I think that says something about the person because that verbal agreement, if you don't hold up your end and that's really something that meant something to you, that's going to bother you than any outcome you could have in court losing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you violated that agreement, didn't hold up your end, didn't. If you're one of those type people, I think, you know.
Well, that's like, I don't know, let's put you're in our situation. That'd be like, let's say me coming in here and being like, this show's mine. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the episodes, all the blah, 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 I'm taking their mine. Like, no.
Hey, man. If you
No.
want the flaming bag of dog shit, I'd like hope you don't run out of doorsteps
Honest,
to throw it
in
on.
all honesty, man, like the buzz, I would say, is more yours than mine. Like,
Nah,
that's a tough one, dude. I don't even think I could walk with that one, to be honest with
I'm
you.
the man behind the curtain.
I know, but without the man behind the curtain, there's no man in front of the curtain.
That yeah, but you could hack that together if you had to with a laptop and a
It'd be,
microphone.
dude, you know how bad that would be. You know how bad it would be. You could smile because it's funny because it would be bad.
I think with a couple serious hours of googling,
I would catch on. Yeah.
you could figure it out, and you may need to Google like the same thing multiple times using different words till you got once. That's one of the biggest troubles when you're trying to find out something about something, any
So,
info about anything. If you
so it's
don't use the
worded.
right terms, the right words, you're gonna get lost real quick. No, yeah, that's I think it goes without saying that that's have that talk if you're bringing somebody on, and if the scope of it changes, have that, you know, depending on how long you're doing it. If it's a year, 5 years, 10 years, if the scope of what you're doing changes, rehab that talk. Like, hey, this is how we originally started, and this is where it's going.
Yeah. Don't take my shit. Yeah. Don't lock me out of all the suppliers like without telling me.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy.
That would suck. I can't imagine how horrible that would be.
No story to go with that one.
No, there is.
I know there is, but not today.
I got locked out of all my suppliers this week, but we're good. Jimmy fixed it because he's the man. I had that shit fixed in an hour, man.
That's the thing. When you get in some challenges, you don't some obstacles, some boulders to dodge, whatever it may be, you don't even see them coming your way. Not even a clue in the slightest that you got this bullet you have to dodge that was fired at you, you know, and it's like, here it is. What are you gonna do, you know?
Yeah, flip out and quit, or like, dude, like honestly, I thought my computer was screwed up. You know what I mean? I was like, something's not right. That it's not loading this. And then like after I rebooted twice and blah blah blah, I was like, no. I'm like, that motherfucker like locked me out. I was like, so I took a deep breath and I didn't even spaz out, dude. I was just like, all
That's
right,
good, dude.
let's.
That's good.
And then I called Impact. I got my first, thing taken care of. And then I remembered the other supplier. So then I called them and got that straightened out. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. We're back in biz in an hour.
Yeah,
And thank you, Pearl.
it's a simple thing.
Yeah.
And some stuff's not so simple to overcome.
No, dude. Think of the shit we've overcome. Like, I've moved that business into 2 different places because I was out at what's his face's at the beginning. Moved it back home. Moved it up to the barracks. Back home. Yeah, like
Yeah, and just the technical challenges here.
oh my god.
The show broke down to I still haven't even fully figured out what happened, but it broke down to the point of where we're broadcasting from a MacBook.
Yeah. Yeah, why was it that bad?
A combination of a bad cable and just a bad update for OBS, I believe. But I just didn't feel like trying to recreate it. I'm like, I don't want to recreate this mess.
No.
It doesn't mean that much. What means more is that we got full functionality back out of everything.
Yeah, we hopped too.
Yeah, instead of having it breaking down so far. And honestly, we probably could have just pulled the green screens up and went with the messy background and just cameras and had more functionality out of it.
Yeah, we were not thinking.
Nah, you don't think.
No, you just go.
How do they treat? I just want to touch on some stuff in chat about the homeless. Philip said about Army vets on the streets here. Government don't care. Is that how they treated some of our vets
Oh, yeah.
for the most part?
Yeah.
Like they get
Absolutely.
back and it's just like, so what?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah, I thought so, but like it's not.
100%.
It's not a big thing that I've ever been focused on. I did have an idea at one time to try and find, and not, I didn't want to exclude anybody, and I'm just like, nah, I don't know if I wanted to be exposed to probably some of the horror stories that I would get, but I wanted to try and find older people that fought in some of the early wars.
Yeah.
And hear their stories, because who knows if they've told them to people, how many people are still alive that they've shared them with, and get them out there, create a different show focused on that.
Yeah. Did you ever like read Band of Brothers and stuff like that?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Didn't they make a show out of that?
Yeah, yeah. And it's good. It has the beginning of every episode, it has the real guys, the old men talking. Like, it is dude, it's so good. So good. Then they did one called the Pacific, the sister, because like there was the battle in the European whatever, then the battle with Japan in the Pacific Islands, and this one covers that too. Like, dude, they were both just phenomenal. 10-part series. It's like Band of Brothers. I read the book 4 times. It's that good. All true, all real. Like some of the baddest sons of bitches that ever walked the face of the planet, dude. Those guys,
no doubt. No
yeah,
doubt.
like, whew. I'm telling you.
But yeah. Yeah, I guess the simple version of today in the episode is, do you know who you're working with?
Right.
I guess that could have been a longer, more Google SEO oriented title, but I just went with
Or know who you're working with,
Yeah, I mean, know who you're working with, and I think the more people you deal with on a regular basis, like if you're somebody that mainly isolates yourself from the world and does stuff solo a whole bunch, you probably won't be the best judge of character in the moment. Or maybe you are, and that's why you're avoiding the whole world, But I think the more people you deal with on a regular basis, day to day, with life and whatnot, could lend to you being a good judge of character. Or possibly,
Yeah.
Again, take everything we've said for all 212 episodes with a grain of salt, because it could be completely wrong.
Matter of fact, take the whole fucking salt shaker.
There you go. There you go. But it's definitely yours. Yeah, Pearl said it right. It's your show, man. Without you, there is no show.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You said without me, without the man behind the curtain, there's no man in front, right? But with no man in front, there's no need for the man behind. So
It's fair enough.
which way do you want to balance that scale? you know?
Yeah, I don't know, 'cause you definitely put as much time into that as I do, you know what I mean? Just on a different side of it,
Right, but that's like
if
that
not more.
I think that's like a true like the definition of a true, like, partnership into doing something, because if it relied on me going out, going to shows, meeting people, meeting bands, not gonna happen. I don't have the time in life to do it, but to take and capture it and get it into a consumable format for people, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I can commit time to that, but
right.
the multiple times of going out and meeting these people, going to shows, festivals, whatever it may be, yeah, that's
Yeah, I guess that's part of it too, huh?
yeah, and it's not like if you weren't doing the show, you still wouldn't be doing that. You still would be doing that.
Right, but I don't know as much, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely know the show draws me to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like it.
That and you started that in the worst time.
Oh, dude, probably the worst time of my life. One of them for sure.
Well, that, but when did you start that? 2020? The Buzz?
2021, February 2021.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought he started in 2020 with the whole pandemic thing. It was just toward the
end of that.
okay.
But I just got laid off. I just got out of a relationship. Oh my God, I just moved. I'd move out of my house for a while. Yeah, it was a shitty time, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I remember sitting out here on Friday nights and stuff. This was like my only refuge for a long time. If you
Wait,
remember,
say that again.
like coming out here like late ass Friday nights, because this was like my only refuge. You know what I mean? It was
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like dude, we did that one episode with that Morgan dude. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever on a Friday night. And we had to release Saturday morning, and we had to release the episode like a couple hours later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's yeah, we did it and got it done. Yeah, we started that like what, 12?
Yeah.
And he stayed up late because he was well, no, it was early
Yeah,
for him
earlier
because
for
he's
him.
on the western coast
Yeah,
of
but he
Canada.
did back-to-back episodes for me just because we lost a guest that week. So that was cool. He's a good dude.
Yeah, that's Pearl has a comment about you booking the bands to be on the show, or bands, or if it's people from the bands, you know, because as fun as having the episodes with the whole band on, unless they're going to take, you know, getting everybody captured on a mic,
Yeah.
Even with everybody on a mic, it can end up in chaos real quick. But mainly when it's been a whole band in front of a camera and with one microphone, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look at the Filthy Lowdown episode. That turned out really well. Like, Coffee with Lines. Like, yeah, for the most part, they have turned out really well.
Yeah, if anybody goes and watches that show and comes away from any episode having a bad time, like, reevaluate life, man.
Yeah, it is a fun time. And like, I say it all the time. I'll go into these places and I'll work these rooms, dude. Like, I'll meet everybody out, talking to these people, whatnot. But I'm the same guy that, like, I hear the neighbor coming down the hallway. I'm like hiding back in my doorway so I don't have to talk to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and like, I don't dislike my neighbor at all. Like, I don't.
You just don't want to talk
I
to
just
him.
don't want to. I just don't. There's, I just have my times where I
No
don't.
need for that relationship with the neighbor.
No, we're not gonna make a podcast out of it. You know.
You know he wants you to, though,
Yeah,
right? That's what it is.
Yeah, that's why I'm hiding. But no, it's like the whole thing's neat. But like you said, dude, you got to have like everybody's got to know what to expect from each other. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm getting, and this is,
Yeah. If you don't have that conversation and you end up with results that are not desirable, I think you should not be surprised with that. You know,
Right.
You have somebody, a co-host or an editor or a helping hand that just quits in the middle of it, or co-host.
or goes to incarceration.
Yeah, I mean, there's any number of things, just everything that's happened with any of the shows
Right.
that has happened.
Well, like, even this takes commitment, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, like, it's not. I hate to say this, but on either side of it, find somebody that's going to be here for either one of us at 3:00 every Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, like seriously, like either one of us, like,
or 3:30,
well, you know what I mean?
3:38,
You quit,
whatever time,
and I try to keep going, or vice versa. Like, no matter what, I don't know who I'm getting. It's going to be here. Like, no fucking clue.
Yeah, no, well, me neither. Some weeks, man, as you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's hard,
And I can't wait, man. Can't wait. I'm getting more mobility back. I still haven't made it for the CT scan, but getting the mobility, just no strength yet. So hopefully soon.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I can't, like, I thought of one thing, like, if all else failed, not that anybody would ever watch, and it's a joke. If I could be a cam model, man, because I got one-handed typing down pretty good the past 2 weeks, let me tell you. I, why would I ever need one-handed typing? I don't know. But
Yeah,
other than that job,
yeah, but you'd be really good at it.
do they have one-handed typing competitions?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
They have one-legged ass-kicking competitions, so
Is that a real thing or just a joke?
I don't know. It can go either way.
If it isn't, that's 2022's next greatest sport.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a real thing because I want to believe.
Just have hope that it
Yeah.
exists. Oh, all right. Yeah, I think we're gonna start wrapping it up, people. Thank you for joining us. Episode 211 will be out at 5 on the audio side of the show. If you haven't checked out The Morning Buzz with Jimmy, check it out on YouTube, as we said earlier.
Yeah, it's like 40 some episodes we're into, 41, 42.
Yeah, one of them numbers, man. It's hard to keep all the numbers straight.
Yeah, right.
Because no matter what it is, like, we're not, unless it's something you do from your phone and upload yourself, I'm always dealing with multi-track audio, 2 tracks, third track for the music. If we have a guest on, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks.
Holy fuck, man.
Plus the episode number. So yeah, there's a lot of numbers bouncing around.
Yeah, good lord, yeah.
But yeah, cheers. Good evening, good morning. I guess it is evening for most of them and afternoon for some of us. Thank you for hanging out with us. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And if you know what? I want to say one other thing too. If you have something you want to do and you haven't started it yet, why not? Like, why haven't you started it?
Just do it.
Yeah, try it. Give it a shot. See what turns up, especially with some type of content creation. You possibly have some stuff that people want to hear or, want to watch what you're doing or listen to you.
Yeah.
Or maybe not,
People can relate. Oh, and I also want to throw in, if you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
I don't know, man. You think is that sage advice?
Yeah.
You come out the other side, not being hell.
Yeah.
I guess it's got to get, what is that? It's got to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So if you're going through hell, you just got to keep going.
All right. Have a good evening, people. We will be back possibly before next Sunday, and then we'll see you again real soon.
I'm playing in Maryland Saturday, but I'll be back Sunday.
All right. We are out.